Hello, welcome to the Graduated Voice Updates. Be ready for the real tea, details to tell. Kazi Yangu, the work belongs to me, says the President of Kenya, President William Ruto, on the Cabinet Secretary's jobs, the PCSC's jobs in Kenya. Currently, this comes after what has been seen to be him micromanaging everyone. He is here, he's there, he's the Minister of Education. The next minute, he's on the Minister of Transport. The next minute, he's the one talking about agriculture. He's in charge of agricultural activities. Something that has been named to be a fact that he is micromanaging, and he should actually just focus on what he's yet to do. These claims came out some few days ago, but President William Ruto has refuted those claims that he is micromanaging his cabinet secretaries, hence creating fear among them. Do you know, most of the times we've talked about, you find that if the boss is watching you do something, that's the time whereby most people feel tensed, unlike when they are just let to do their work. In this case, it has been felt that President Ruto is pressuring the cabinet secretaries to do their works, and as much as this can be termed to be a good thing, whereby they are being given the push and morale, but when it comes to Ruto's government, it seems that he is creating fear in them so that they can work. And actually, as we get into more details on that, I will really appreciate it if you liked this video. You can share it out there, tell someone about this channel, and also talk to us in the comment section and tell us, do you feel like President Ruto is actually micromanaging, that is taking over other people's jobs and forgetting kazi yake ni gani, forgetting what his work is? And make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any reality, the news as it happens. In an interview today, William Ruto stated that he is interested in making sure every ministry in his government succeeds, hence his involvement. The president is like, please don't blame me. I'm just doing what is supposed to be done so that everyone succeeds. If I let them do the work on their own, they're not capable. Is that what the president actually means? That if he actually let's say the cabinet secretary for agriculture is left to do his work on his own, does it mean that he will not do the job unless Ruto comes in? It's like taking someone into the kitchen and telling them to cook, and then it seems that you do not have confidence in them, whereby you keep on checking what they're doing. You feel like they're going to burn the entire kitchen or something. So in the same case, in the cabinet secretaries positions, it seems that Ruto feels like they are not capable of doing their work if left alone. He has to be there and watch them like little children so that they can actually do their work. I don't know if you get my point, but do you feel the same in the case whereby Ruto is keeping on checking on them, that he is there treating them like people who do not have the knowledge and the know-how on how to work on their own? Quoting just part of what President stated, I have a good working relationship with my cabinet secretaries so far. Some have labeled me as a micromanager or being very hands-on, but the reason I am very particular is that when a principal secretary or cabinet secretary fails, I have failed too. To that point, does it mean that in his thought, he doesn't even feel that these guys can succeed? He only thinks of failures. And so in this case, as he's trying to defend himself, whereby he's stating that he feels that if they fail, he has failed too, does it mean the president doesn't believe in his audience, his workmates? All he thinks about is failure? Quoting a continuation of what he stated, I have an interest in making sure every cabinet secretary and permanent secretary succeeds. The success is my success. My success is the success of Kenya, said Ruto. He's also focused on his image in this particular case, whereby if they succeed, he has succeeded. Then why don't you let them just do their work the way they're supposed to be, and don't be so touchy and hands-on everything? That is the question a majority are asking them. Why create fear? Is leadership that is created, a leadership that is created through fear, is it the best thing that the country needs at this time? Will you make these people not to actually bear fruits when it comes in terms of delivering their work? This seemed to be a response from the president, whereby he was responding to the Charagan member of parliament Ruto Arap Kirwa, who, according to his opinion, stated that Ruto could hinder the performance of government officials by his micromanagement style of leadership. Just quoting what this particular leader the other day stated, quotations, "The leadership style of President William Ruto is slightly different. I have said it before, he is a micromanager, so he will spend a lot of time micromanaging a department such that ministers are in perpetual fear." That is what Kiro stated during an interview just the other day. Do you feel like the president is actually micromanaging? Is Kiro really right? Because if you put a lot of focus in one section, maybe we have, like, let's talk of 3 offices right now, but your focus is too much on office A, that means that you will neglect office B and C. So just stop focusing on this one, let the people work, and then after that 1 year time that you had stated, let them bring the results unto you. But according to the president, he's undermined on that. As much as people feel that his micromanaging is not going to render or produce any efforts or profits to the country at the moment. Talk to me in the comment section and tell me what is your take on that. President William Ruto remains adamant that there will be nothing that will come in between him and his manifesto. He must deliver. The goal is to deliver. The other week, he presided over the signing of 1-year performance contract and put on notice underperforming officials. That is what I'm talking about. Whereby, yes, you have already said that you must be there for them to work. But then, why are you giving them the 1-year performing notice contract? Just let them be, and then wait after that 1 year, and then if they are not giving any results or showing any results, take the right measures from there. The other day we heard the president himself actually talking about how we have some PSs, that is the permanent secretaries and cabinet secretaries, who are not aware of what is actually happening in their ministries. In the same case, we had one of them cabinet secretaries having a pull and bag between him and Wetangula, whereby he was unable to respond to some of the questions. Or maybe according to him, he stated that it's not that he was not able to respond to these particular questions. What happened is maybe his answers were not straightforward, or they were not that much detailed. The president himself has been stating that, yes, I do feel that my CSAs and my PSAs are underperforming, are not performing as expected. So who is to blame in this case? Because he's always on their toes and there with them, meaning that if they are underperforming, then he is also not performing as expected. As President William Ruto issued that statement concerning the offices and all, he stated that this was a risk for the officials to be removed from these positions. According to most people, they feel that it is a risk for them to be in these particular positions. If you underperform, you are removed from that particular position. So let's wait for this particular 1 year and see how they will have performed with the Raila protests, bipartisan talks in the country, and Ruto always on their toes. As much as the president is sitting is not on their toes, I think he should just let them work. And you focus on your manifesto, as much as he's saying that he is going to make sure that he has delivered. Let me just quote part of what the president stated. The rest of it, I find that many of you don't even know what is going on in your ministries or departments. You have very scant information. The moment I know more than you in your ministry, then you must begin to understand that something is very wrong, because by your constitution, you're supposed to advise me. That is what he stated in regard to the fact that he felt that most ministers are not doing their jobs, that he feels like he knows more on what is happening than them, and so if they do not know what is happening, then it means that they are not capable of advising him as the constitution requests and states. So should these officers, the ministers, be left to do their work, or Ruto to continue getting into their business? Whereby in this case you can state that if he's actually just saying that he knows more than what is happening, is he trying to blame the CSCs and the pieces of the current situation in the country? Talk to us in the comment section and like the video. I'll truly appreciate that. When you do that, it boosts the video and it's also encouraging. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And remember, if it's happening, I know all about it. And if I know all about it, I will tell you all about it. So make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get the real tea details to tell.